Hello everyone and welcome back to One Take Planes, and today I'm going to show you guys how to make this spiky orb, or I don't know, maybe it's a Christmas ornament. I don't really know what to call it exactly, but anyways, it's a pretty cool plane. It flies really well and it's pretty easy to make as well. And anyways, may as well get on with it. So what you will need for this plane, or your tools anyway, is some scissors. You'll also need this compass type thing to draw a nice circle, and a ruler as well, and finally a pencil to make your marks. And most of all, of course, you need your good old piece of printer paper. So for the first fold, it's pretty simple. All we have to do is fold it right in half. Just gotta get it really good. And we're basically just going to continue with your classic paper plane at the start. So we'll bring this top edge down to this folded edge here. And we'll do the same thing on both sides. There we go. And next we will need our scissors. And this next step is pretty simple. All I have to do is, actually you need your ruler and your pencil as well. And you'll mark out 2.5 inches from this corner over here and right along this edge from the folded piece of paper. And we'll just mark 2.5 right there. You only need it on one side because you'll cut both sides while it's folded in half. So we'll make our cut right along this line here. Just like that. And for our next step, we'll actually continue with our classic paper plane folds and bring this top edge all the way down to the bottom edge once again. We'll do this the same for both sides. Just like that. And then for our next step, we can open it up so that our folds are facing up and our flat piece of paper is on the mat or surface that you are folding on. And next we will need our ruler and our pencil once again. And we will measure from this top line where we made our cuts, and we will measure 3.5 inches down the center line. You can just make your mark right there. It can be a healthy 3.5, maybe even 3.25 if you really want. And next, we get to use our fancy tool, our compass. And basically all we'll do is put our one end on our mark that we made and the pencil end right at this corner up here where the fold ends. And we'll basically just draw a full circle all the way around. Just like that. Now you can see that we have a nice circle, and if you want, you can get rid of that mark. Just kind of annoying. Either way is fine. It really does not matter, but if you have OCD like me, then you can get rid of it. Anyways, we will fold our plane in half, as you saw there, with the folds on the outside so you can see the circle that you just drew. Just like that. And then we will cut along this line, both sides at the same time, and just try to get each side lined up as nicely as possible so we can get nice and symmetrical. It also does not need to be perfect. If it ends up that you do not have a compass, then that's totally fine too. You can even just hand draw this. Just make sure you get all the way to the outside of the sheet of paper. So that would be this edge here that we just cut off. Anyhow, we now have our orb. We can even trim it up to maybe get it looking nice and circular. And for our next step, we can open it up once again with the flaps up. And we will grab our pencil and our ruler as well. And we are going to make our spikes right up here. As you can see, matches up nicely like that. And we will measure about 2.5 or 2 inches down. You can make a mark right in the middle there, and then all you have to do is make a line straight across, straight as you can. Doesn't have to be quite perfect, but straighter across the better. And we'll make our cuts right along here, about 1 inch down from this corner here and this corner here. So we'll do the same thing on both sides. So we will cut straight down about 1 inch. Once again, doesn't have to be perfect. We'll do the same thing on either side. So an awkward way to cut, but hey, it works. Okay, now that we have that, we will fold this underneath. So once again, we have our folds up, and we'll fold our nose of the plane underneath, and we will line it up with the center crease that we started and made with the first fold. And then we can fold it in half with our classic plain folds on the inside and our inverted fold on the outside, just like that. As you can see, we have made our spikes, and the whole process of completing this plane is almost done. And what we'll keep that folded just like that, and we're going to fold the wings, and basically just from the end of this spike, or in line with this spike, and just straight across all the way. You can even use this back straight edge to line it up, just like that, nice and straight all the way across, and then we will flip it over and do the same thing on the other side. Just get it nice and symmetrical best as you can. And as you can see, your spiky orb or oddly shaped Christmas ornament is completed. This plane flies really nicely, as you will see shortly, and it looks kind of cool. It's definitely unique, and a little tip for flying it, you always want to make sure that the wings are more in this V shape rather than flat or even an opposite V shape. We'll just add some stability and make sure that your plane flies nice and level and glides gently through the air. But that's about it. You'll see how it flies in a moment, and that's all.